Hey Chris, look at that guy over there.
Yeah, Susie, they're just dancing.
Did somebody say Just Dance? Holy fucking shit, is that Wonderlust from Just Dance 2023?
Hey kids, guess what time it is? It's time to talk about another Just Dance game. And that game we're taking a look at today is Just Dance 2018. 2018 is a very interesting game in the series, because it kind of marked a bit of a turning point in the series, as if, 2016 didn't already do that. With a small but pretty decent UI change to new smaller things. If you didn't know, this is the first game that introduced the super feedback. Just the first game since Just Dance 2 to get a new feedback. Honestly, it was a pretty interesting idea, and it definitely made some songs more interesting to play. Follow-up to the last game Superstar, which more on that in 2017, is the game's Megastar, where for 2017 you got a Superstar in like 11K, got this through 12K. I'm kind of glad they stopped it through here, because not everyone can casually get a 3K on every song. That being said, it's pretty cool. One thing that changed is the menus, and man, they look pretty cool. Nice little style, which really helps it stand out from the last two games. No change I absolutely don't like, however, the stupid fucking GIF machine. They got rid of the basic feature of unlocking stuff by clicking on them, replaced with the most obnoxious shit ever. This is used for stickers, but also for avatars, skins, alternates, and the dance machine. I think it's worse with avatars, really. It kind of makes playing some songs for the first time a little less worth it. Hey, we're at least rewarded with a cool avatar. I guess it's me making up problems, but I don't give a fuck, it's still stupid. This game also removed quite a bit of features, like Dance Quest, World Video Challenge, co-op, and mashups even. It's not to say the games in the past never removed shit, it's just that this is the one I feel like starts a trend. A trend where the games just kind of start to lack features. Sure, Unlimited was a thing, more on that in 2016 or 17, but a reminder, you have to pay for that, and they're not going to be there forever. It's not to say this game doesn't have its own bouquet of features though. This is the game that also first introduced the Just Dance Kids mode, and it's fine. I know it's not really liked, but personally I don't really care for it. Like, it's there for the kiddies, I guess, because a kids game meets a kids mode. Although it doesn't have an X feedback like normal Just Dance. I guess the newer generation is really soft after all. There's also the Dance Lab, which is something the last game also had. It's also fine. It's a nice little fun thing to play around with. There's also a randomizer where you can close enough, I guess. Welcome back, Diamboga from Just Dance 2. This game also has the only time where you're going to see a double rumble. It's exclusive to the Switch version, which is, it's kind of cool. This is something I wish the games later on will let you do, which is play the game with 2 Joy-Cons instead of 1. Would have been a little bit more fun if, Joy-Con drift wasn't a thing. Seriously, got so tiring just trying to pick the next fucking song that I end up just going through a mod for it. Which, well, it's still kind of fun to play around with. It does kind of kill a bit of the fun because you're not using another Joy-Con. With all that being said, let's get to the main song list. Although this time I'm going to do something different, because by the end I'm going to rank them all. Which is something I didn't do with my 2015 video, but I honestly want to do it here because it'd be more consistent and yada yada. And oh yeah, I didn't tell you how these games work. So basically...
I also didn't get caught. Woo, yeah.
You were eating cheese in my classroom.
No, please take me, let me go.
The first song we're talking about right now is 24 Karat Magic, which is in the demo. It's fine. I like the 80s vibe in the song. The background literally just being gold is nice and fits the song perfectly. Costumes are nice too. The dance though is a little underwhelming though. It's not like really bad, but still. For now, it's going on the top of the list. Okay, a little backstory to why I'm using the Wii version. This song was unlocked by getting a certain amount of stickers, which unlocks the song. However, for some reason, the entire song just glitches out. This and some other games I'm using later have fixes to stop this from happening, along with adding the unlimited songs. It's not entirely perfect though, since shit like that still happens to some songs, which is the case here. But yeah, all you gotta do is Just Dance is pretty good. Not worth all that hassle though, but still. It's kind of a decent celebration of Just Dance. Even some coaches we might see later. If there's one issue I can give it is I wish it uses coaches from the past. But hey, whatever, what can I really do? Also, just like always, Just Dance Dog sucks ass. Either way, for now, it's going to the top of the list. It's pretty good. Look, I get it. This song is pretty iconic. But it's also pretty weak. I find the song pretty boring, and the dances on top of that being not really fun to play. The costumes though are pretty nice, they remind me of wrestling. Get it, cause they're wrestling. The background is nice, but I just really wish the song was better. For now, it's going in the bottom of the list. Automaton, I don't know how you say that. is genuinely great and honestly a really fantastic song. The coach's more robotic design is nicely blacked out and hidden until it's revealed and looks pretty good. Also, while the dance being one of the more simpler ones is also pretty fun to dance to. And the background is fucking gorgeous, dude. Jesus. This one has a lot of effort put in. And I gotta say, well, it was pretty worth it. Fuck you, it's going on the top of the list. No questions asked. Didn't think we'll be here 5 songs in, but here's the worst song of the game. Dance is just not really fun. The coach's design is pretty good, and I like the background, but that's kind of it. The song just sucks, dude. It's not helped by the fact the music just sounds bored. It's kind of a shame because Selena has a bunch of other songs in the series that's pretty good. So what the hell happened? This song is going in the bottom of the list. I'll be pissed if there's something worse than this. I remember losing my fucking shit when I first saw the song in Just Dance. Like, never would I think in a million years a person like fucking Tomska would get a song in Just Dance. But here we are. God, dude, this song is so much fun. The dance is really, really well done. Here, it replicates one of the parts of the song. That's pretty awesome. Nothing else to say, but it's pretty good. It's near the top of the list. Alright, Dua Lipa's first song of the series. It's alright. Nothing to really blow your mind about. Okay, I'll stop. But it's okay for at least Dua Lipa's first entry. And hey, it's actually pretty fun to dance to. The only thing I really don't like is the background. Why the fuck is she in a Garo? I mean, I guess the song was going to be added at some point. And the dance is, it's okay. The background is good though, but what the fuck is that costume? I mean, points for originality, I guess. I think one problem that does bring this song up down a little bit is the song itself. Cover is absolutely terrible. It's not Just Dance 2 levels of bad, but still. Still more tolerable than being on Twitter. But still, thanks to the cover, it's going somewhere in the middle. Boom Boom is another great song. The background is okay, I guess, but the coach's designs are pretty great, and the dance is insanely fun, yippee! When a song gets to start to this part right here, then it becomes great, and the background actually becomes good than okay. Overall, it's going near the top of the list, it's great. Alright, I believe this is our first K-pop song that wasn't made by Vasai, you know, the guy who made Gangnam Style. And personally, I don't think it was a bad start of anything. Bubble-pop is in this brain space of, it's okay, I'll play it every now and then. Because it isn't the greatest thing in the world, but it's okay. The song is kind of catchy, the dance is somewhat fun, and I kind of like the background, it's nice and colorful. Nothing else to say really, it's just a fun little dance. Yo, who the fuck put Freddy Fazbear's song in my dancing game? Personally, every time I dance this song, I laugh my fucking ass off. Oh my fucking god. Ignoring that, it's not that bad of a song to dance to, and it's actually kind of fun. And hey, classical music in Just Dance is always welcome. Next up is Chonjare. I could be fucking that up. This one's pretty good actually. I enjoy the slower pace the song offers. And along with that, the dance is really fun. The background, it's okay, it's a bunch of rectangles. When they do the blackout and camera zooms, and that makes it pretty good. Overall, a pretty good one actually. We just got Just Dance 2018 in the year 2025. This song isn't really a bad start. For some reason, they didn't make it where there's a system where you have to play a certain amount of songs to unlock all the features. I forgot to mention that. There's something that happened in this game in 2019 too. I don't know what the fuck they were smoking. Hey, look guys, it's the song that was made by the same people that made Rasputin. I'm fucking serious, that's true. Daddy Cool is kind of unfortunately weaker than Rasputin, although doesn't mean it's a bad song, it's just okay. Although, who got my man Mr. Panda some fucking drip, though? The dance is really fun. I love the background of all the animals playing and singing all that stuff. One more interesting tidbit, and that the song was featured earlier in a contest. It's pretty obscure, but a long time people thought it was a beta. I can't blame them, because it is something similar to that. Never said why we can never play it, though. I mean, the contests for Just Dance 2 were playable, so why couldn't this one be? Oh boy, this one is a bit interesting. Now I could sit here and talk about how the song is aged poorly because of, you know, the meme. But at the same time, it's the same franchise that has a Native American stereotype and one of the songs having very questionable subject matter. Song being outdated for it being a meme is probably the best outcome it has. Another interesting thing about this one, that originally it was going to be in Just Dance 2019 instead of 2018. So when you really think about it, this is the only Just Dance song ever in the series to be released in the same year as the name of the game. Now as for the song itself, song itself is pretty mediocre, but on the same time, it's not really a bad song to dance to. And hey, the background looks nice, so I can't really argue against that. I guess as of right now, it's going square in the middle of the list. Oh boy, it's that one song no one can escape from back in 2017. Despacito's okay, I guess. It can be kind of catchy and I like the background, but that's not really much to say. The dance is kind of fun. And hey, I said the song was already fine, so whatever. Dharma's the next one in our list. Guess what, this one's another good one here. Background, while not being much special, gives me Hey Boy Hey Girls vibes from Just Dance 3. The dance is one of the more better ones here, and the song transitioning from Indian singing to a great remix is pretty nice. Overall, it's a pretty decent one. I'd give it the verdict of Hey Boy Hey Girl fucked pound the alarm extreme. And now, that's in your head. Ha ha ha. Diggy is another really great song. Not only does it have a very fun jazz feel, but the map visually looks so nice. I love all the trumpets in a city-like background too. The only thing that's slightly holding it back is the dance, since it's kind of at some points pretty weak. But other than that, it's a genuinely well done song. It's going near the top of the list, who knew? Did you guys know the song is free on Just Dance 2022 Unlimited now? I don't know why, but for some reason it is. It's probably one of the more weaker songs we got here. While I like the design of the coach, I really think the background leaves a lot to be desired. I think the background could have been a lot more of a tech-based background. Hell, I think the design of the coach would have been nice as like a computer lady or the TV heads from Skibidi Toilet. Because the song is called Error. I mean, I guess it would have boosted up a little bit. I really don't think the song is that interesting. Again, another I'll dance whenever I feel bored kind of songs. It's pretty much near the middle of the list. Huh, what do you know? 2 unlimited songs in a row. Huh. Field Still is another good one. I really like the costume design, and the dance is a pretty fun one to dance to. Also, I like the very nice 60s background. That's always a nice little vibe. And it going from day to night looks nice. This song, at least at this part, for some reason, has a creepy laugh. I never got that though. I had no reason to mention that, I just thought I had to. Fight Club is the next song and is unironically my favorite one in the entire game. The dance is pretty great, and the coach's design doesn't look that bad either. Also, while the background doesn't look super visually stunning, it is still a really great looking background. It gives me YOLO City vibes from BFDIA. Overall, it's going to the top of the list. I'd be shocked if anything managed to surpass that. Guys, do you remember the movie Footloose? Or its 2011 remake? Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, because I think the only thing I really left behind was the iconic song. Well, sure, maybe iconic. I just think it's okay. It's a decent high energy song with some fun little dance moves. Not sure why they're in an office building. Maybe that happens in the movie or the 2011 remake. I don't know, I don't care to check. For a long time, I just wasn't interested in Got That. And I thought it'd be pretty forgettable. I mean, I guess I was right, kind of was. Costume is pretty good, and the background has some nice visual style, and it's a decent song to dance to. As for the song itself, it's pretty meh. I don't really find it that catchy of a song, but whatever. Going somewhere in the middle of the list. Oh boy, here's another Disney song, but shitty cover. How Far I Go on its own is decent. I like the background, but I honestly don't think this song is really that fun to dance to. I just find the dance pretty boring. Also, the cover just sucks, dude. I'll never understand why some of these Disney songs need a cover. Like, the original was just fine. I get it's Disney, but still. And all the Pixel Gang is okay, I guess. I like the so retro kind of background they've got here. It's a decent song to dance to, I guess. But I think I prefer its beta over this. It's vastly different to the one we got today. I'm also pissed the beta never became an alternate. I'll talk more about it once I get the Just Dance 2017 because it's so different. As for the one we got though, it's still decent at least. Rolling Stone! Destruction's another great one. I like the heavy-hitting vibe this song has, and the dance is really fun to dance to, probably one of the best ones here. Also, the counting up bit is the best part about the song. Nothing else to say here, but it's great, going near the top of the list. And here's another song that was from Just Dance 2017's beta to Just Dance 2018. The song is just kind of and it's kind of unfortunately the last 60 song to be added in the series. And while the dance is fine, the more interesting bit is its beta. However, one main difference it has over the Hall of the Pixel King is the beta, well, looks so similar to the official one. There's one massive difference: they replaced Patrick, this fucking seahorse that looks like got out of jail. I mean, well, the dance moves are a bit different. The background looks nice though. I have nothing else to say, but it gave this dude nightmares, so. Alright, the next song is one I'm not even trying to pronounce. I like the high energy this one provides. The mirrors showing the eyes are definitely nice too. The prince and princess costumes look great. I like the singer singing in the background. The song's extremely catchy. Going near the top of the list, it's a pretty great one. I also just like this power couple. The extremely proud to be herself trans girl and her bitch ass husband who was shoved into lockers. Next up is Lady Gaga's John Wayne. Probably my least favorite Lady Gaga song I've heard. I mean, duh, it isn't obviously bad, but compared to all the other certified bangers she made in the past, it's just a lot more weaker. That being said, the dance is fun and I like the cowboy theme. The background looks great too. I love the golden mechanical horses they've got here. Also, I think she just changes stations after a while, which is interesting, I guess. Keep On Moving On is a pretty good song. While I'm not really much of a big fan of the background, the dance in the song more makes up for it. The coach's design is also pretty good too. Nothing else to say, it's just a pretty decent song overall. Going pretty high on the list. Whoa bro, you're kissing strangers? You're not only kissing female strangers, but saying strangers, that means you're also kissing male strangers. That's pretty bisexual of you, bro. I like the map, it's pretty fun to dance to. With a pretty catchy song, fun little dance moves, a futuristic theme really makes the song so solid. The only part I don't like about it is the Nicki Minaj part. There's really nothing against her, but she sounds really out of place here. So anyways, like I was saying, these guys might be bi. Love War is our last and unfortunately the weakest Hatsune Miku song in the series. I mean, it's not bad, the dance is pretty fun, and I like the mints in the background just fucking hitting it. The doctor theme they've got here is pretty good, but it can't really save it for just being not very interesting. It's kind of a shame since the last two Hatsune Miku songs in the series were pretty great. Oh boy, here's the famous one of this game. Some of you guys know the iconic mascot of Just Dance, which is the panda, but you wanna know what the second mascot is? Yeah, this fucking reindeer that was introduced in Just Dance 2018. Why was he so famous? Mainly because of his, twerk move. Why is bro carrying all that turkey tom with him? Other than that, it's not really a bad song to dance to, actually. And the reindeer fursuit is really cool looking. Next up is Mi Getty. It's a pretty great Spanish song. I like the colors the background shows and it looks nice. The coach's designs also have some nice costumes and I like the camera movements. The dance is also pretty fun to do and it's nice to play every now and then. And I like the camera moving back and forward. For a complaining time, I liked it when 2015 did the camera movements better. Oh no, they had a lot more variety and they just looked cooler that way. But whatever, it's not really an issue nowadays. But anyways, pretty good song. I recommend playing it. Naughty Girl's pretty unfortunately underwhelming. Like, I don't know, it's really kind of forgettable. Although it's alternate, it's a different story. We'll get there when we get there. The song itself is one of the more weaker Beyonce songs. I just don't find the dance all that fun to play around with. I just find it boring. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but it's going near the bottom of the list. New Face is Society's last song here, and it's like, it's mediocre. I like the creativity behind it and pretty much a new face every time. It's a fun concept that's kind of wasted on here. I mean, yeah, the background isn't really that great, but I can kind of excuse it. The dance is absolutely probably my least favorite in this entire game. It's not really fun to dance to. The dancers on the side don't really look like they're having fun. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. It's going near the bottom of the list. Also, holy shit, Alois have a side cameo. What we pick up after those two underwhelming songs left off? Oh, another great banger. No Lie is a really fun song to dance to, with really fun dances to listen to the song. Yeah, you heard the song and dance. No pun intended. I love the background, it looks really great, despite it being very simple. And hey, also it's another Dua Lipa song, that's nice. Definitely the better out of the two Dua Lipa songs we got in this game. Man, really a lot of great ones today. Alright, Fight Club never was on the song list, this would have been my favorite, but it's my second favorite. It is so fucking good, dude. Oh yeah, I love the jazz, man. Not only is it a great song to dance to, but I love the 1940s feel the song has, and the 1940s feeling costume, and the 1940s feeling background. 1940. It's going right under Fight Club. The song might be a masterpiece. Fight Club is just slightly better. But I mean, hey, they're both really great. For some reason, the song cuts the intro and the ending. And the intro just sounds really awkward.
She works a night.
Yeah, really weird. Other than that awkward looking intro, the song is okay. It's a sweet little song about a mother trying to care for her baby. And also St. Paul's there. Well, I do believe at some point the dance can leave much to be desired. And it ain't a bad song to dance to. And like I mentioned, it's kind of adorable, so I can't get really too angry about it. Background gives me No Lie vibes, which we just covered not too long ago actually. Although a lot more colored in, and way better. Overall, a pretty decent song. Sucks fucking sucks, dude. I find this song just not fun to listen to. I like the background and the coach designs look very well done. They're like little super villains, but I kind of don't care when the song is just kind of shit. Overall, it's bad. It's really bad. Although it's going above Bad Liar because the background and design of the coaches are better. I mean, I like the background and design of the coach of Bad Liar, but the same thing applies here. The song has a pretty good intro. I like this. It's pretty cool. As for the song itself, I kind of like it. It's a pretty high energy song. I like the little kawaii shit. That's pretty cool. Also, the lesbian flag makes a cameo.
So Henry makes a cameo.
This is also the only song in this entire fucking game that I managed to get a 4-star on. Yeah. So, remember Shape of You? Remember it was in Just Dance? Remember the Souls of the Damned? Yeah, sorry, I have no intro for this one. Yeah, I think that's a testament for how forgettable this one was. The song itself is fine and all. It's just the background that's a problem. And also the dance moves. These don't really feel very eventful. It's like barely anything is happening. The background is just colors with squares. That's it. Sure, New Face from earlier's background wasn't super eventful, but that was excused because it had a gimmick with it. Here it's just why? Especially of a game with already pretty amazing backgrounds. Also, the dance is just forgettable, dude. It's not really fun. It might be my least favorite in this entire game. It's going near the bottom of the list. Sure, the song itself is fine, but everything else is just a problem. I'd say it's really good. While I'm not a very huge fan of Ariana Grande, she can produce some bangers, dude. Although I really wish the dance was a lot more better, it's just not really interesting. That being said, the background looks fucking gorgeous. The design of the coach doesn't look half bad either. And the TV screens in the background are pretty nice. The song unfortunately does carry a pretty shitty alternate, which we'll get to later. Next up, it's Slumber Party. This one is decent, but probably the weakest of the Britney Spears songs that were added. I love the Japanese background they've got here. The coach's designs actually really do fit it. The dance is pretty decent, so hey, nothing else much to say, but it's going somewhere in the middle of the list. Sun is okay. I honestly don't think it's really that great, but it's not bad. I love the design of the coach though. It gives me Bon Bon vibes from Just Dance 2017. I say that because they literally look similar. The dance is really well done and I like the background, and that's all I have to say about this one really. I guess if anybody knows the song, it's more associated with that shitty music video and something. But other than that, the song itself is pretty good. The costumes are great, I really like the more out there designs. And I love the abstract background they've got here. It reminds me of Yes and from the recently released Just Dance 2025. They also hit the floss. Remember the floss? The Way I Are is just fine. I think it's a decent song to dance to, and the Panna even makes a second appearance. Cool! I like the coach switching, and the rotating background looks sweet. Slums is a very interesting case here, because in order to obtain this song, you need to unlock it through Uplay, which I believe is the last song to even do so. I guess it's a little better than the last game, where it just included Just Dance 2016 songs, and that's it. Anyway, Slums is another really great song. I like the magician-like design, the creating candles, and the background of people coming around. The cards showing up in the background looks pretty nice. Overall, this is going near the top of the list. This also gives me the chance to brag about this is the only song I got in here that got me a 3K. So hot. Take that, bitch. Yeah. We don't get really much African music on the series, so it's nice to have one here. The song is a pretty decent song to dance to. I like the song itself, it's catchy. The costumes are also pretty great too. And the background is, I will admit the background's pretty bland. Overall, going near the top, a pretty strong contender here. I like Waka Waka. It's a pretty sweet song and honestly better than Jinjali when we covered a long time ago. The dance is pretty fun but simple. Background is sweet, I like all the people dancing. And hey, I like all the colors. Although I will say its alternate is a lot more iconic. As in that one has like millions of views, but I'll cover that later. Overall, it's a decent one. What Lovers Do is an interesting song. I like the pool of all the beach balls coming in, that's cool. The dance is great, minus a few exceptions. I don't think it's entirely perfect. Costumes have a nice summer vibe, which is nice. And I think when the background goes to night, it just looks so much better. Although I don't really like this gold move though, it's like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, it's pretty good, although it's going somewhere in the middle of the list. It's good, but there's just a bunch of other songs that are just better. Her dance is pretty forgettable, honestly. In order to even obtain this song, you need to get a code from it, and it's just like, yeah, I don't think it's really worth it. Thumbs was an actually pretty great song, you need to get that for Uplay, but this one, it's just not that fun. Not sure why the background looks like one of those YouTube videos with those copyright-free songs in it. And I just don't find the dance all that fun. It's basically a worse all you gotta do is just dance, going near the bottom of the list. Speaking of other song I cannot pronounce for the life of me, this one is a beta song. Now, while it's a beta, I think the song itself is honestly pretty forgettable. I like the costume changes going from a royalty style to a more western style. And the dance can be kind of fun, but I think it's pretty forgettable to be honest. While saying this though, I don't really believe it should have been gone the beta treatment. Like, in my opinion, no matter what the song, it should be allowed to be played no matter what. But personally, I just don't really see myself ever playing the song again. Although it's going somewhere in the middle of the list, the background does at least somewhat save it. Okay, this one's an odd one. I'm using a mod called Just Dance 2018 All-in-One, just similar to Just Dance 2015 All-in-One. And for some reason, despite this was going to be released in Just Dance 2017 China, it's here. I guess I have an excuse to talk about it at least. Honestly, I'm glad this one wasn't a bad song to end off to. And it's kind of a damn shame this became a beta. It's nice and spooky, the dance is kind of fun, and I like the portraits, so I'm glad we ended this one off on a high note. Alright kids, now it's time to speed run through the alternates, and also the kids mode as well. Let's start with 24K Magic Extreme. It's a decent extreme version, has some nice dances, and I do like the costume. Side to side alternate, probably the second worst alternate in the entire franchise in my opinion. Like, I don't care if it's more accurate to the music video, it's just not that fun to play with. And has a dog shit choreo. Another one bites the dust alternate. Kind of way better in my opinion. It's actually more fun to dance to, and it kind of has a solid background. I'll obtain Tim's alternate. I remember looking at a predictions video and someone thought it was going to be a Bon Appetit from Katy Perry. Yeah, and the reason why I use a tomato because get it? Auto tomato. Bubble Pop alternate. Pretty forgettable, moving on. Chunjan alternate. I believe this was our first and only seated dance, well that was until Expresso from Just Dance 2025. It's fun, I think it's decent. Despacito Extreme. This one's another pretty fun extreme, although it has a pretty interesting background. It's the original version's background, just in this weird square tile. You won't miss it, it doesn't really show up that often. Irma alt. I find it pretty fun. Reminds me a bit of Mortal Kombat. I also do think it's a little better than the original. John Wayne Extreme. I kind of think this one was pretty forgettable, honestly. Kind of a shame because I did want it to be really fun, but I really don't care for it. Guessing Strangers alternate. This one was pretty good, actually. Not better than the original, but hey, I find this one pretty fun. I also like the 1920s feel it's got. Naughty Girls alternate. Way better than the original song. Remember that one Mario and Rabbids crossover that happened? Well yeah, they made it to Just Dance, but only for an exclusive amount of time. Just Mario was also on here too, but I didn't bring it up because it was originally on Just Dance 3, and I want to cover it on Just Dance 3, so yeah. Toomba Extreme. I already found the original pretty good, so this one is actually pretty good too. It has the same background as the original, and the dance is really hard, which is obvious and it's extreme. It's also really, really fun. Waka Waka alternate. This one is the more popular one. And while I don't think it's better than the original, I say it's somewhat on the same level as the original, so yeah. Now it's time for the kids mode. First up is Magic Halloween, and I want to mention some of the more things I want to highlight. In this game, when you choose a coach, it changes the avatar. Like, for example, if I choose this cat, so I get the cat avatar. Yeah. There's also no pictograms for some reason. I never mentioned that. I don't know why they did that. But anyways, yeah, Magic Halloween's decent, I guess. I like the background and the choreo is kind of fun. Next up is Fearless Pirate. It's actually shockingly pretty good. The background is pretty well done. The costume is pretty well done. Even the dance is pretty fun. This would have hit right home with the regular song list. This might be the best of the Just Dance Kids songs, though. Funky Robot. It exists. Happy Farm. It also exists. Pixieland is okay. I like the musical score. Waka Waka, It's Time for Africa. Never expect to see a song technically get another alternate. If I do think this one's significantly weaker. Footloose Jurassic version. Technically this Footloose is our alternate and it's also pretty forgettable. I think my main problem with a lot of these kids songs is that other than the first two, it's kind of got nothing to say. They were just kind of there. They were pretty forgettable. Well, I kind of get the sentiment that it was just not needed because Just Dance is already a kids game. In my opinion, it's just like forgettable. It's just a shittier Just Dance Kids. Amazing Girl. Another extremely forgettable one, and might be the worst one here. Oh yeah, it sucks. And that was Just Dance 2018. And yeah, I think it's still a pretty good game. Despite its flaws, the song list is actually still pretty good. Although it's slightly, and I mean very slightly weaker than the last 3 games of song list. It's also everything surrounding the game outside of the song list. To me, I feel like it's the start when the series just started to remove shit. It's gonna be a very worse problem later on, especially when we get to Just Dance 2023. And also, I'm sorry, the gift machine fucking sucks, dude. Went from super simple to unlock things to super tedious. Handle with stickers, avatars, alternates, dance machine, whatever. Like fine, whatever, have that for stickers, I wouldn't mind that. After like all the avatars through here, so after getting tons of coins after playing a song, I still don't get why you only have to use 5. Like, man, that's not gonna run out quickly. Saying this though, 2018 is still a pretty good game. I just wish it didn't represent a problem that these later games would eventually have. Now after that, let's rank all the songs. At the bottom of the list we have Bad Liar, Side to Side Alternate, Sugar Dance, Shape of You, Sax, Bubble Pop Alternate, New Face, Another One Bites the Dust, Naughty Girl, Got That, How Far I Go, Error, John Wayne Alternate, Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Pukutaku whatever, song I can't pronounce, I'm Blue, Footloose, Sayonara, Blow Your Mind, Ginjada Seated Dance, Love Ward, Slumber Party, Hall of the Pixel King, Ultimatum Alternate, Dame Tu Casita, Daddy Cool, Bubble Pop, What Lovers Do, Despacito Alternate, Despacito, Ginjade, 24 Karat Magic, John Wayne, Side to Side, Kissing Strangers Alternate, Waka Waka It's Time for Africa Alternate, Waka Waka It's Time for Africa, Rockabye, Naff, Beep Beep I'm a Sheep, Naughty Girl Alternate, Swish Swish, Sun, Tumba Tumba Alternate, Keep on Moving On, Another One Bites the Dust Alternate, All You Gotta Do Is Just Dance, Bedtime Stories, Migete, Kissing Strangers, Dharma Alternate, Dharma, Make It Jingle, The Way That I Are, 24 Karat Magic Alternate, Boom Boom, Feel It Still, Instruction, No Lie, Other Song I Can't Pronounce, Tumba Tumba, Diggy, Automaton, Risky Business, Thumbs, and number 1, Fight Club.
Super Mario RPG, it is the only one just for me. When I play the game, I get lost in the phase. Then I find out I'm stuck in Gino's maze. Super Mario RPG, it is the only one just for me. When I play the game, I get lost in the phase. Then I find out I'm stuck in Gino's maze. Give me frog coins, give me ice bombs, give me fried bombs, give me mushrooms, give me sea give me star wreck, give me cookies, give me lamb lure. I want everything I need, I must play this more and more. I need to get those damn frog coins to pay off all my credit flowers. There are many secrets in the game, many of which drive some peeps insane. When we try to cheat in a really good game, just sounds like crap and it makes you look lame. Exiting the forest is super simple, all you do is follow these patterns. For the rest of your gaming life, follow Gino's rules. follow Gino through their